Hey folks, I hope you are ready because boy do I have some wow tonight on the Signature Mike Show. Catch me here every Saturday night at 7:30 or catch me on my YouTube channel, Signature Mike.
Discover the Bordeaux Event Center, where elegance meets charm and forever memories are made. Whether you're saying I do, hosting a banquet, or celebrating life's big moments, the Bordeaux Event Center is more than a venue. It's an experience. Nestled in the picturesque woods of Thompson, Georgia, the Bordeaux Event Center features bridal and groom suites, a caterer's kitchen, and a state-of-the-art audiovisual system. Schedule your tour today at the Bordeaux Event Center, where moments become memories. Imagine a life filled with energy, adventure, and clarity, where each day is a new opportunity. At Be Healthy Medical Weight Loss, we're here to turn that vision into reality. With over 15 years of experience in the Augusta area, our specialists are dedicated to guiding your health journey. Whether you want to lose 10 pounds or 100, trust our experts to get you to your goals confidently and safely. Buzz on over to 4150 Washington Road so you can thrive at the Hive.
I got that wow. Who wants some hands up right now? We got that. Turn it up loud. I know you're wondering how. I got that wow.
Do you have one of those old brass chandeliers that you don't know what to do with? It's in your attic or in your garage or your basement? I have a great bougie on a budget for you tonight. I have a brass chandelier. Now, I've already given it one coat of spray paint because sometimes those gold chandeliers were lacquered, so you want to get a couple of coats of paint. And I have this hammered finish, this bronze hammered finish, and we're just going to spray the chandelier out. And we're going to change the finish of it totally. Now, chandeliers in a space should help you create a theme in a room. And in doing so, maybe we have a rustic theme. That's what I'm going for here. Maybe you have a princess theme and you can do something maybe white or pretty pink or something like that. But spray paint just is not enough. I think we have enough paint on the chandelier. You want to paint your chain as well, so it all is the same color. So there we have a great base of paint. Now, what I have done, let me show you what I'm going to do here. I found these little great wooden blocks, and just they look like they were cut off a tree. And with that hurricane that just came through, maybe you have a limb out in your yard that you could slice up. But we are just going to take a drill, and we are going to drill one hole in the top of each of our wood pieces. Let me get got a piece here. And we want to cut a piece of jute. You can buy this jute at your craft store, at the hardware store. We're going to cut a piece of jute. You want all of the jute to be the same length. And we're going to run it through the hole on one side, and we're going to tie a knot. Again, I'm going for a rustic theme here. Maybe this is for a man cave. You may not want this in the primary room in your house, but maybe a secondary room, a man cave, or a fun lean-to if you want to outside, if you have a little garden area and you need a little hanging light. This sure would have a lot of personality. And that's what we're going for here. Again, we're going for a theme. We're going for a look. I did one once where I spray painted the gold chandelier white, and I found these great crystal Christmas tree ornaments that once I hung them on the chandelier, didn't look like ornaments anymore. They just looked like crystals hanging. And that was kind of bougie on a budget. So now this is what I have. I have these pieces tied. I am going to, this is just like crystals hanging off of a chandelier. We're going to do these on the lower level. And I already have all of these ready, as you can see. We're outside and I have a little bird friend chirping along. I don't know if you hear him or her, but maybe they're enjoying this show. Maybe they might like this in their little bird nest. But we're going to hang these on the bottom. We want to create levels and layers, just like they do for a crystal chandelier. You know, if you see a crystal chandelier, you see all of the crystals hanging at different levels. But let's see, we've got this one and we're done with that level. I feel like that's not enough. So what we're going to do, we're also going to come along the top up here and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to wrap that around. Sometimes there are little holes drilled up here because sometimes these did have crystals hanging from them. So you could take the crystals off and you could run this jute through the holes that they had up there before. But again, we're creating layers here. You can see where I'm going with that. Now, we could put any light bulb. Let me put the little candelabra covers back on. I took those off. I painted these earlier. So we have these sleeves that cover. We could put any light bulb in. Now, I did splurge a little bit, so maybe this isn't so much of a bougie, but I'm going with a look here with this rustic, maybe farmhouse look. So I found these great Edison bulbs, and these are candelabra base, so they're going to go in here. But look at what this does for this fixture. When you see that filament coming through as opposed to just a clear bulb, a regular bulb, this gives it a lot of personality. So I've spent more on the light bulbs than I have the chandelier itself. But you see what we end up with here. And look how that light catches on this wood. Could you imagine this in a room with some dark paneling, a really great rustic look? A little rustic bougie to light up your life. Tonight's Design Dilemma is brought to you by a fabulous client that I'm working with. They have an existing dining room, and she just wants a little more punch to it. She felt like her large artwork and her large sconces were making a big statement, and it just didn't feel like it was enough punch for her. So, and this is a client I've worked with before, so I know how they live every day. I know how they entertain. I know her design aesthetic, and she tried to do this on her own, but asked for a little help. So here's my recommendation. First of all, the sconces are just a little too traditional for the space. Her husband has a really great, cool office with a great vintage map on the wall. Those sconces are going to look great repurposed in that space there. They're doing a media center downstairs. I feel like that piece of art needs to move down. I just felt like it wasn't the right art. First and foremost, though, what I want to do in this space, as you can see, it's an open dining room concept, so we really need to segregate it and make it pop. I'm recommending we paint from the baseboard, up the wall, on the chair rail, above the chair rail, and the crown molding, the same color. We call that color blocking. I'm recommending we do all of that. Similar, actually pretty identical to what you see in this picture here. As you can see, they used blue in this picture, but this is my inspiration for her walls. So I recommend we do something deep, rich color there. We're going to start, however, with the rug. And she likes grays and golds. So I found this great large scale rug, this pattern rug. It has golds, it has grays, it has some white in there. So it's going to work well. It's going to ground her dining room table. And then from that, I can pull the wall color that we just talked about. So with that said, we can pull a deep gray from this carpet and this rug and really make those walls pop. She wanted to move all of her chairs to the side of the table. She wanted new host and hostess chairs. I'm recommending something like this. As you remember, her chairs are fully upholstered. So I want to do something a little more open. I feel like that works really well. The host and hostess chairs need to be a little taller than your side chairs, which these are. So that works really well. I need to find some great artwork for that dining room wall on those dark gray colors. She's very fond of birds, and I found these. Imagine this on those gray walls. They're really going to pop. Now, one trick that I'm going to do, because I really want these to make a big statement, I'm going a little larger with these prints, and I want them to come down over the chair rail. I don't want them just above the chair rail. So I'm going to use some 1x material to hang these on at the top so they come out flush and it'll come down over the chair rail. Because if you imagine you put a piece of art on the wall, it's going to angle out over the chair rail. But if we fur it out at the top, then it comes down pretty straight there. So we're doing 2 large prints there. That's going to frame the chandelier that she has. It's going to make a big bold statement. We're kind of in those neutral colors. The table decor, I want to go kind of bold as well. We're going to do 1 large floral in the center of the table, makes a big statement. And because it's a rectangular table, I also want to pull something down the middle. I'm going to do 2 of these large white ginger jars on either side of that. That makes a really, really bold statement. We have the window to address. I envision just some neutral linen drapery panels all the way up. And I have this great drapery tape that's 7 inches wide that we can do on the leading edge of the drapery. And that gold pulls that gold color out of that rug. So I'm working on this project. Stay tuned and watch us in the weeks to follow, and you're going to see this project come to life. If you have a design dilemma, email me at mike@signaturemike.com. Let's talk about it.
Hi, Suzanne Lilly Honeymichael here with Hardwood Floors & More. We truly appreciate the opportunities we've had to work in so many homes over the years. And now we want to invite you to our showroom to discover why we are the company that friends recommend. Our quality products, knowledgeable staff, and the tremendous skill set of our technicians is what has made Hardwood Floors & More the most trusted locally owned business for over 30 years. Hardwood Floors & More, so much more in store for you.
It's hard to know where to start when shopping for home or kitchen appliances, but you can count on Kelly Appliance for exceptional value and dedicated customer service. Family owned and operated since 1962, their friendly and knowledgeable staff will see you through the entire process, from selecting the right product to experienced delivery and installation. It's no wonder that Kelly Appliance is consistently awarded for their service and expertise. Visit Kelly Appliance at one of their 2 convenient locations in Martinez and Aiken.
There's something special about mornings at Emma's Breakfast Cafe, where days begin with a smile, fresh brewed coffee, and breakfast that'll make you feel right at home. Try our famous Bulldog breakfast, classic biscuits and gravy, or treat yourself to our unforgettable French toast. Come see us Monday through Saturday from 7 to 1 on Main Street in beautiful Thompson, Georgia. Emma's Breakfast Cafe, where breakfast is more than a meal, it's a moment.
Hey guys, tonight we are in my kitchen. It's going to get a little scary. I have the oven mitt on, but I'm with my friend Becca tonight. She's a bartender down at Second City Distillery, part of Dirty Girl in Second City, and we are going to make a chili for you tonight that has a big wow. It is Bloody Mary chili, and I'm telling you, it is amazing. So let's get this party started. We want to heat our pan up here, get the heat going. We want to drizzle in some olive oil. I'll say you don't want to totally coat the bottom of the pan, but we have this. I've already diced this stuff up. I've been watching the chef shows to see how they do it, right? So I have 1 whole onion that I've diced. I have 2 stalks of celery that I've diced up quite a bit too. We're going to put that in there. Now we just want to stir this up. We want to coat that olive oil on what we put in there. And what we want to do, we want to let this soften. So while we're going to let this soften, Becca is going to do our next step over at the counter here. We're going to make our Bloody Mary mix. So we are starting with the awesome Bloody Mary mix. Isn't it good?
It is.
It's so great. What are the other flavors?
So there's 3 flavors. There is the classic, which you have, the horseradish, which is probably our #1 seller. That's got a little bit of some zest in it, and then we have the habanero that's pretty hot if you like spice, and I'm not a spicy
And I
person,
think
but
this is the classic, but I think we probably could make this with the habanero to make it a little spicy.
probably, and then you wouldn't need to add any other things.
Exactly, yeah. So I will let you do the honors. You want to pour about 3/4 of the bottle into your container. We're going to do a little mix here, so we're going to put it in a pitcher.
Nope. Probably about
That's good. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, and then we want to do a few dashes of Worcestershire sauce. Is that how you say it?
I can't.
You can't say it?
It's horsey sauce.
Okay, there. I love it. And we're going to add some hot sauce, and you're going to do that just to taste. You might want it a little spicier.
Probably good.
Okay, I think that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we want about a teaspoon of this great Montreal steak seasoning. So we're going to put about a tablespoon in there, and then we just want to stir that up.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I smell it already.
Yeah.
I want to drink it. Oh, it smells really, really great. I hear the onions and the celery cooking over here. The celery adds a nice flavor. You know, it is Bloody Mary chili. And I know you put a stalk of celery sometimes in your Bloody Mary.
Like a salad usually. So.
Yeah, exactly. So this is softened up quite well. It's done really well. So now what we want to do, we want 2 cloves of chopped, very finely chopped garlic. So, ooh, I smell that. It smells so good. It already smells good, doesn't it?
I'm a big garlic fan.
Yeah, I am too. That smell, and onion and garlic, you can't go wrong. And again, that celery just adds a different layer in there that's really, really great. Now we want to add 3 pounds of ground beef. So I like really lean ground beef because we're going to have to get rid of some of that excess fat as it cooks down. So the leaner your beef, of course, the less you have of that. And so we are just gonna ground this up in here.
Do you mix it up a little bit more?
Yeah, I'm gonna chop this up. Yeah, we're gonna mix it. And so we want our ground beef to brown. And that, of course, is gonna take us a few minutes to brown the beef. So we have browned our ground beef. We've drained the excess fat. We are going to add a tablespoon of chili powder. We are going to add a teaspoon of oregano. And then we have a teaspoon of ground cumin, because chili, to me, it needs the cumin and the oregano, right?
I'm not the cook. You are. So,
Doesn't this smell amazing?
smells great.
So we're going to stir this up. Becca is going to bring me the mixture that we made, the Bloody Mary mixture, and you can just
Pour it in?
Pour it right on in. And again, you know what's shocking? That is the only tomato product in this chili.
Yeah.
That's it. Because, I mean, I've made traditional chili before with chili paste and chili sauce, or tomato sauce and tomato paste. But this is really amazing. Smelling
thick.
Yeah, it's smelling good, yeah. So now what we want to do, we have a can of pinto beans and a can of kidney beans. And I have rinsed these. You want to rinse your beans, and we're going to pour those in there. We have a little private joke, bean juice. We were prepping, and this juice was getting on us. We're like, "Ooh, bean juice." So we've been making fun of beans and bean juice.
So can you use any beans, or just this is what the recipe
This
calls for?
recipe calls for these beans. Yeah, I'm not a bean expert. I know there are so many beans. I mean, and these are canned beans. These aren't out of because they're bagged beans. I don't know the difference, but the recipe called for these bagged beans, or these canned beans. So that's what I use. So we're stirring it. Does it smell amazing?
It
Or what?
does. It looks good too, all the colors in it.
Isn't that great? So, guys, I mean, at this point, we're going to put the lid on. We are going to turn down to simmer. And we let this simmer for an hour. That's all we have to do. You want to stir it occasionally because it's going to stick possibly. And once you take the lid off, if it's a little too soupy, you can leave the lid off, cook it a little bit more to burn some of that off. But then it's ready to go. That's all you have to do. Just wait an hour.
That's simple. That's
yeah,
very simple.
Absolutely.
I might even be able to try that.
Yeah. We have been simmering for an hour and stirring. We don't want it to stick on the bottom. Oh my gosh.
It
smells
amazing.
Doesn't it? Isn't that amazing? So now we're going to give it the taste test. Guys, if I can do it, anybody can do it. It's simple, right? You said you don't
super
cook
simple.
that much either.
No.
So we're going to give it the old taste test here. So I need a spatula. Got a spoon. I like traditional cheese, cheddar cheese, sour cream. I have some scoop chips here. That's how I like my chili. I don't know. How do you like yours?
It just depends on the weather, honestly.
Yeah.
I do chips every once in a while, but if I get too many chips, my kids get too fancy. So.
Gotcha. Well, if you want to add something, I'm going to eat mine just as it is, but let's see what this is. You want to add something on yours?
I'm going to add some cheese.
Yeah, go right ahead. But y'all, all out of the Dirty Girl Bloody Mary mix. Absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh. On a cold day, I don't know. It's so good. I could eat it in the summer too.
That's delicious.
It is so yummy. And again, I keep saying this, the only tomato product was the Bloody Mary mix. Wow.
And like I can taste it. I know that I work for the product, trying to sell the product and all that, but I can taste that actual product in here, and I think it's the best chili I've ever had.
That's amazing. How about that? Try this at home. Get a little wow in your life with some Dirty Girl Bloody Mary mix.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Honeymichael here with Hardwood Floors & More. For years, I've been talking to you about our floors, but did you know we are now the largest locally owned lighting gallery in town? We have interior and exterior lights and ceiling fans also, so we can help you with any lighting project. We carry all brands to include Savoy House and Visual Comfort, and we are so excited we are now your local Capital Lighting dealer. So visit us today and discover for yourself why Hardwood Floors & More has so much more in store for you.
Great communication, honest, fair pricing. You want that trust when you meet somebody that they're going to take care of your best interests.
It looked like a parade through here for a while. Cars stopping, people asking questions. Very courteous, very professional. It was the best experience we had out of everything we've been going through in the remodeling.
And that's why we're different.
At Reliable Equipment Rental, we rent the good stuff. From compact lawn and garden equipment, large earth-moving equipment, to Takeuchi compact equipment known for its brute strength and bulletproof durability. Whether you're a professional contractor or a weekend do-it-yourselfer, we have the equipment to get your job done. And in the CSRA, you can only get the good stuff at Reliable Equipment Rental, your trusted Takeuchi dealer. Sales, parts, and service, 4001 Washington Road.
I have a fantastic guest tonight, Mark Herbert from Herbert Homes. Mark, thank you for joining me tonight.
Well, thank you.
Mark has a development out in Thompson, Georgia, and if you haven't been, you need to check it out. It's called the Village at Bordeaux, and it is a community that, I don't use that word lightly. So many times I hear people are building these communities, and it's just one house after the other, and I can't imagine people knowing each other, but you're actually building a community because you have an event center and a restaurant. You have a lot going on. You actually are building your own little community out in Thompson.
Exactly. Actually, we have a piece of land left that we can put a little retail space in as we get further into the development.
Fantastic. Tell us about the Village. Tell us what you are building there.
Well, the first section we did consisted of 34 townhomes, all 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We're down, I think we have just a few of them left. We're starting in section 2. These are 2 and 3-bedroom houses, 2 stories and 1 stories. And we've lowered the price point, so the price point starts in the 180s now.
Okay.
Which is unheard of for a brand new home.
Fantastic, absolutely. Yeah. You have Barbara Dubois out there. She's been a guest on our show. We love Barbara. So she is your agent out there, and she's able to help people decide what is fitting best for them.
Correct, yes.
And you have some model homes, which I have to pat myself in the back. You allowed me to furnish those for you. So there are some furnished models for people to look at to see how they can use the space.
Just one now.
Just one.
We sold the other 3 that you had done.
I'm that good, y'all.
People had to have them, yeah.
I love it. So there is a model so people can see how it is they can fit their furniture and all of that in there. I have to say, I mean, we have some big beds and big furniture. There's a lot of space in these units, in these homes, absolutely. So how many do you plan on building?
I believe in the total development is a little less than 200.
Wow, fantastic. So that is quite a community. Anything new trending on the market that you've included into your building?
Well, we've got some new energy efficient type items that we're putting in that should help on the utility bills more. They're already very reasonable, so this should help even more. And a lot of people, we get a lot of retired people that don't really need 3 bedrooms, so that's why we're going to do some 2 bedrooms.
Okay, fantastic. It might be nice for their guests and all of that. I know the kitchens are well equipped. You have great appliances. And you're going to the 2 bedrooms, because I think I did furnish a 3-bedroom at one point. But the kitchens are fantastic. It's the open plan that people like so much. There's a dining room. There's a big living room. There's private patios on the back, right? So
they are, and they all have LVT flooring throughout, granite countertops in the kitchen, the bathrooms.
Fantastic.
They're really nice.
You're getting a lot for your money. For 180, did you say?
The lowest one starts in the 179.
Fantastic! You got to check it out. It's absolutely amazing. So to get out to Bordeaux, the Village at Bordeaux, you go out I-20. You get off on 172. You take a left, you cross over the bridge over I-20, and then you take your first right between the filling stations there, and that takes you right back to Bordeaux.
It does. It runs parallel with I-20.
Yeah, it's right there. So yeah, well, Mark has it all. There's Village at Bordeaux, there's the Bordeaux Event Center, and there's the Bordeaux Steak and Seafood. So quite a community, Mark. Thank you for joining us and sharing with us tonight.
Thank you.
Home isn't just a place, it's where life happens. At the Villages at Bordeaux, each townhome invites you to build memories, celebrating life's little moments and big dreams. Thoughtfully crafted by Herbert Homes, your home offers comfort, energy efficiency, and easy access to our event center, Bordeaux Steak and Seafood, I-20 in downtown Thompson. Ready to find your place? Call today to schedule your tour of the Villages at Bordeaux.
Welcome to Second City Distillery. We are handcrafted one bottle at a time in the heart of Augusta, Georgia. Come visit us and discover the art of distillation like never before. Our spirits are curated, ensuring every bottle tells a story of passion and dedication. From our smooth, award-winning bourbon to our crisp and refreshing vodka, we offer a diverse range of flavors that capture the essence of our passion. Join us for a tasting or a tour and experience the spirit of Augusta with Second City Distillery. Cheers.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Honey Michael here with Hardwood Floors & More. For years we've been talking about our flooring and lighting gallery, but did you know we are also your one-stop shop for wallpaper? Today more than ever, wallpaper is the most popular home design element by combining both color and texture. So Hardwood Floors & More has you covered from floor to ceiling. And don't forget, we offer interest-free financing throughout our showroom and a military discount. Discover for yourself why Hardwood Floors & More has so much more in store for you.
Our Minute with Mike tonight is with Kelly from Kelly Appliance. Kelly, thank you so much for being here, and tell us something. Give us a tip on appliances.
Yeah, so appliances nowadays, I think most everybody knows, aren't made quite like they used to be. So it's even more important to keep them maintained to get the most out of them. So one of the things we tell our customers is to make sure you clean behind and under your refrigerator. A lot of dust and pet hair, if you have pets, will get under there. And clog up the coils, making the refrigerator work harder than it needs to be. So that's one of the go-tos to do. Another one is to clean the filter in your dishwasher if it has one. A lot of food and gunk can get stuck in there. Cleaning that out is going to help the longevity of the dishwasher as well as help your dishes stay clean.
Awesome. I'm going to have to go home to see if I have a filter in my dishwasher. So thanks for giving us these great tips tonight.
Thanks, Michael.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of wow from Signature Mike. Catch me here every Saturday night at 7:30 or catch me on my YouTube channel anytime, Signature Mike.